What's up, guys, and happy holidays. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new here. I'm Don, and today we'll be doing my last video for the year 2025. And which other deck should I be wrapping up the year with other than Nekroz? So today we'll be taking a look at Nekroz Onomat. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is pretty much the Onomat package that we're working with. As you can see, we have 3 warrior, 1 coat, 1 gloves, 1 kage, 1 knight, along with girl and magician. And if you don't know what the cards do, warrior pretty much sends a do monster from your deck to the grave to special summon himself and then turns into a level 4. And if you detach it to activate an Xyz monster's effect, you can add a Zubaba monster from your deck to your hand. Hold pretty much summons itself if you have a Zubaba or a Gagaga on the field, and you can also special summon a Gogogo or a Dododo monster from your graveyard. Then you're locked into Xyz summoning. Oh, Warrior also locks you into Xyz summoning as well. Gloves, you can special summon a Zubaba or a Gagaga from the grave, and if you control a Gogogo or a Dododo, you can special summon it from the graveyard. Then you have Kage, which is pretty much the combination of both coat and gloves, because you can special summon it from the hand or graveyard if you have a Onomat on the field. And it's always treated as a Zubaba, Gagaga, Gogogo, and the Dododo card. And while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it from there to shuffle back 2 Xyz monsters into the extra deck. Well, return 2 Xyz to the extra deck. And the last one is Knight. You can reveal a Gagaga monster from your extra deck to special summon him and then apply one of these effects. Special summon a Gaga from your hand, or change the battle position of 1 monster on the field. And if it's detached from an Xyz monster to activate its effect, you can add 1 Gogogo monster from your deck to your hand. As for girl, you can detach a material to add a Gagaga, an Onomat, or an Xyz card from your deck to your hand. However, you have to have a Zubaba, Gagaga, Gogogo, or a Dododo card as material. And if it's the material for a Utopic Draco Future monster, it gains the effect to make a second attack the turn that it was Xyz summoned. Then we have Magician, which can detach to target an Xyz in the grave to reborn it, except for Magician, and negate its effect. And while it's the material for a Utopic Future Xyz monster, during your main phase, that monster gains the ability to detach 2 materials from itself, then target an Xyz monster you control, boosts its attack to 4000, and then negates its effects. Alright, so the reason why I rather this than the other 2 Xyz packages, and that's Raziel and Sharks, is because those 2 engines die to Droll, and you already die to Droll when playing Nekroz. This, however, if you open something like a warrior, you can always use this effect to summon and then make like a Rafflesia. And once you negate the Droll with a Rafflesia by detaching warrior, you can either add the Kage or even the coat. So you have options to go by. Not to mention, it also does everything that Sharks does. It can add you the counter trap that you want. So that's the super plus. And you can also use the 7 Tachyon, which you could go into off the Nekroz Combo to search for the Knight because it's a light monster. So your main bridge would be like the Masquerade, because Masquerade is a spellcaster, so you can also search your monsters. So you don't even have to be playing the 103, but it's optional if you want to do that. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's take a look at some of the combos. Alright, so in this combo, we're pretty much going to use the Onomat engine to pivot into Nekroz via the Photon Dragon and 7 Tachyon. Let's take a look at it. Galaxy Photon Dragon into Primal. And the good thing about Primal is that Primal and the Galaxy Photon Dragon is pretty much an additional rank 4, because the Photon Dragon turns the Primal into a level 4. Once we go 7 Tachyon and we say like effect, we are pretty much into the Nekroz package. Pretty much like that, we can easily go into Gaga Magician and it can reborn, and with the Gaga Magician on the field, we can summon the Kage, which gets us to an additional rank 4, which is Or Girl. So we pretty much end the board with a monster negate and steal if it's on the field. We have fuel to rank up, and then with the Gaga Girl, we add the counter trap. So this combo is pretty much the opposite. We're going to go Nekroz into Onomat, and it's via the same method, because as long as you can put a rank 4 on the board, you can make the Galaxy Photon Dragon into 7 Tachyon. as I said, you're pretty much doing what Shark does, but a lot cleaner without any like nuances, like only being able to activate certain effects because you have activated a spell card, or like being locked into water and only being able to summon a card because you have only water. So this is a lot better than all of that. And as you can see, we're pretty much ending on the exact word as we would with the Onomat. Remember, if you made it this far in the video, you can leave a like, that'll be appreciated. And if you want to see more videos from me, you can check out my channel. Then if you want to see more videos from me in the future, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification to be notified whenever I make a post. All right, let's get back into the video. And this is what a 2-card combo would look like if you open the Avens and the Dododo Warrior. You can even open, like, let's say the Amelia and the Dododo Warrior, because Amelia is also a 1-card rank 4, to be honest. So naturally, you'll be starting with the Warrior. Usually, you'll just go into a Rafflesia for protection. However, for combo sake, we're going to go into Girls to search for the counter trap. If you get Droll right here, you have a counter trap, so it never hurts. So now that we have our Gaga up, we can always go for the Nekroz combo. And the reason why you're doing this first is once you do this line and banish those 2 cards, if they, let's say, nib you, the event will trigger to add back those 2 banished cards. So it never really hurts. And now that we have a monster negate, we can commit to the Kage. And you're pretty much going full combo as before. And this is pretty much a slightly larger board, because it's obviously it's a 2-card combo. So now you have a monster negate along with the fact that you have Twins of Eclipse and all of that. Now we look at the field. As I said before, you have a monster negate. We have a monster negate in steel. The same on the negate. The rank up, which I should have went into full armor crystal 0, which obviously you would. And the reason behind that is that going into crystal 0 means that if your opponent would, let's say, Raigeki you, you can always detach the protect yourself. So you'd still have the body to rank up, because you at least need to have one form of interruption, to be honest. And that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. If you want to watch something else, there should be 2 videos that will be popping up on the screen. And if you want to check out the channel, the icon is also there. See you guys next time.